Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. I have another book haul. These books I got from Barnes & Noble and from Amazon. So I have 5 books to share with you. They just came in. I already unboxed them, so I just gonna share with you what I picked up. So the first book that I picked up is one of my 2019 challenge. I actually bought a different book by this author, and that book was chosen for January read. So I figured, you know what, I might want to read the original book that someone requested. So I wound up buying it. It's a non-fiction book. It's a true crime. And the book that I got is Every Breath You Take by Anne Rule. So I couldn't find this in Barnes & Noble, so I ordered it on their website. And this one is a true story of obsession, revenge, and murder. So I'm going to read a little bit of the back. So it says, in perhaps the first true crime book written at the victim's request, Anne Rule untangles a web of lies and brutality that culminated in the murder of Sheila Blackthorne Bellish, a woman Rule never met, but whose shocking story she now chronicles with compassion, exacting detail, and unvarnished candor. Although happily ensconced in a loving second marriage and a new family of quadruplets, Sheila never truly escaped the vicious enslavement of her ex-husband, multi-millionaire Alan Blackthorne, a handsome charmer and a violent, controlling sociopath who subjected Sheila to unthinkable abuse in their marriage and terrorized her for a decade after their divorce. When Sheila was slain in her home in the presence of her 4 toddlers, authorities raced to link the crime to Blackthorne, the man who vowed to monitor Sheila's every move in his obsessive quest for power and revenge. Sounds really interesting, and I did not know that it was about multiples, and that is so sad that he killed his wife. But anyway, this is the book that someone chose for me to read, and this is on my 2019 challenge. So that's the first book. The second book is a book that I was waiting for Amazon. I already hauled my last haul. I hauled book 2. So book 1 finally came, and I got Sweetpea. This is The Last Person Who Called Me Sweetpea Ended Up Dead. And this is by C.J. Scrooge. This is book 1 of the series. This has potential to become a cult classic. Think Bridget Jones meets American Psycho. So it sounds really interesting. Let's see what it says on the back. Let's see. Although her childhood was haunted by a famous crime, Ronan's, I don't know how to say the name. It's Ronan's celebrity has dwindled. By day, her job at a newspaper is demeaning and unsatisfying. By evening, she dutifully listens to her friends' wedding plans, wish list, secretly making a list, a kill list. From the man at the supermarket who mishandles her apples to the people who have got it coming, Ryan's ready to get her revenge. Because the girl everyone overlooks might be able to get away with murder, you must read this book if you like your heroes dirty mouth, deadly, and dark. So sounds very interesting. I don't know if I like about dirty mouth, but this seems interesting. So this is book 1. I have book 2, which is called In Bloom. Actually, I have it sitting right here. Let's share. I hold this in my other haul. This is book 2. So here you go. Anyway, so we're on to book number 3. Book number 3 is a book that was recommended by one of my Facebook groups. This one is a psychological thriller. It was their most 5-star read. Yeah, the best book that they read in 2018. So I had to pick it up. And it was just released recently. However, they had a copy of it from, I think, either Book of the Month Club, or they got it very early on a Kindle version. So anyway, I just got it today, and the book that I got was For Better and Worse by Margaret Hunt. It was the perfect marriage until everything went perfectly wrong. So they told me that this was a 5-star book. Now, I don't know because I didn't read it yet, but I had to own it. My library did not have it. It was just released in December. So I went to Amazon and I ordered it. So yeah, I really like to go into psychological thrillers not knowing anything. So yeah, so this is the one that I picked up. So that's that one. Okay, the next 2 are hard-covered books that I got from Amazon. No, I got them from Barnes & Noble. I'm sorry. I got them from Barnes & Noble because I had a coupon and I wanted to use my coupon. So, and they also had like a 20% off, whatever. Anyway, so I got 2 books. The first one is a book that is very popular right now. It's brand new. It's new release. I had it out from the library. I didn't even try opening it up. I'm going to return it to the library. I was like, you know what? I'm going to own it. Because my friend read it and she said it was really good. So I got The Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain. This is about time travel. Something happens. I'm not going to even read the back. But something happens to her child and she goes back in time to try to fix it or something. And that's all I know about this book. And I thought it was amazing. And I want to take my time reading it. So I'm going to send the library book back. And I have my own copy now, so that's that one. And the last book that I got, now I don't even know what this one's about, okay? But I'm reading Francine Rivers right now. I'm reading The Redeeming Love. Still, yes, I'm still reading it. Very slowly, but I really enjoy it. I'm reading it slow. But she has a new book out. Well, I think it's kind of new. I saw it in Barnes & Noble, and I'm like, I really want that book. But I got home. I didn't have enough money on me, and I got home, and I had that coupon, so I wound up buying it online. It's a gorgeous cover. It's the masterpiece. It's kind of thick, but it is so beautiful. Isn't that pretty? So I don't even know what the book's about, but I want to read something else by Francine Rivers because I'm really liking Redeeming Love. And I saw this and I was like, oh, this is beautiful. This one was in the Christian fiction section. Yeah, so I'm going to read a little bit of the back. So I'm going to read the back of this. Somehow I was taping and it just came off. So anyway, I'm going to read it the back. The ghosts of the past hold him captive. Her missteps bring her to his door. New York best time-selling Francine Rivers returns to her romance roots with this unexpected and redemptive love story. A probing tale that reminds us that mercy can shape even the most broken among us into an imperfect yet stunning masterpiece. So, sounds really interesting. I want to see what the cover looks like. I'm going to undo it and see. Oh, it's not that great. Actually, the book was like glued. They glued the book. The inside cover was glued. So now I have this sticky stuff inside my book. But anyway, it is a plain cover. But it is a beautiful cover with the desk jacket on it. So anyway, yeah, I can't wait to read this after I finish Redeeming Love. It's taken me a long time because it's a fat book and I only read like 15 minutes at a time. So yeah, so that's it. So these are the most current books that I just got in the mail. I think that there are more coming because I remember ordering something else and it's not here. So yeah, more stuff is coming. Maybe I will add it to the end of this video. Okay, I am so bad. Yes. My Weight Watchers meeting is very close to Barnes & Noble, so of course I have to go in there and use my coupons. So I came out with 3 books, but I got 3 not mass paperback books. So yeah, I have 3 more books that I'm adding to my collection. I need to stay away from Barnes & Noble, but they keep giving me these coupons. Anyway, I went in to get the one book. I searched and searched and searched. I could not find this stupid book. Anyway, I found it finally. Actually, I had to ask at the desk if they had it because they didn't have it in the front. They didn't have it in the fiction. They didn't have it in mystery. I went crazy looking for this book. She said, we have one in the store. Let's see if we can find it. And she found it. Let's see. Here it is. Where it is. It's a green book. I know Ashley's been reading this one. So Ashley, I found that book and I purchased it, the last one in the store. So I finally got this one. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It is a softback book. And I was like very glad that it wasn't not hardcover because I almost bought this with Book of the Month Club, but I didn't. So I got this one. I really don't know what it's about, but it's very popular. It was released in January of 2018. A lot of people said they loved it. So, you know what? I wanted to see if I liked it or not. Ashley said that she is reading it, currently reading it, and she's enjoying it. So, yeah. So I'm going to go into it blind. I wanted this book, so I finally found it. So I got that. So as I was walking around the store, I was like, what the heck am I going to get? I have tons of lists and lists and lists. Nothing was really calling to me except for these 2 books. So the book that I picked up, now this book's been calling to me for a long time. I don't know if there's triplets in this book, but the front cover has 3 girls. So yeah, it has 3 girls in it. So I've been wanting this book for a while, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to use my coupon, and it is a series. It's book 1 of a series. Have you guessed what book it is? No. I got My Brilliant Friend. Yes, this is an Italian author. I actually stood in the store and read the first chapter because I wanted to make sure that it's something that I would want to pick up and read, because I've been picking up books and reading the first chapter and saying this is not for me, because I could tell right away if the book is for me or not if I can pronounce the words. So I really enjoyed the first chapter of what I read. I want to continue on, so I figured I'd buy the book. But check out the 3 little kids on the front. So I'm thinking they're triplets, or they could be friends, cousins or something. So yeah, that's why I bought this book. Yeah, I also like the writing style. I was able to read the first chapter while I was standing in Barnes & Noble. So, yeah, this is book 1. It's, as I said, it's an Italian author. I don't know anything else about this book. Yeah, so I bought this. And the 3rd book is a horror book. Now, I saw this one in paperback. I was going to get the hardcover, but I was like, oh my God, they have it in paperback. So he is somebody I've read before. He is actually Stephen King's son, and he writes horror. His name is Joe Hill. So I got this one, which is Strange Weather. It's 4 short novels by Joe Hill. They're horror, and it's it's a paperback book. Right next to it was the hardcover, and I'm like, you know what? I want the paperback. So yeah, I like the paperback. They're like flimsy. You could read them quickly. I could keep it open on my treadmill. You know, I like it. So, and it's also cheaper than the hardcover. So yeah, so this is what I picked up. I don't know anything about it. It's just a author by, I read Horns by him, and I really liked it. So Yeah, so I wanted to try another one, and this one is what called to me. Another green. Notice there's lots of green. Is that something? Green? Green? The other one doesn't have that much green, maybe a little bit. But yeah, a little bit of green. So lots of green today. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will stay out of Barnes & Noble because this cost me 40 bucks. Yeah, so I gotta stay away from Barnes & Noble. Anyway, maybe I'll get money for Christmas, and because I know my mother always gives me money, so yeah, I'll get more books. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.